Hey everyone, today we're going to be fluffing up my dog Peanut, and I'm gonna show you how I did it. So we're gonna be fluffing him up. The materials you're going to need is your stuffed animal, so there's Peanut right here. My big container of fluff, cotton balls works too. You also are gonna need scissors, and your needles and thread. Now I am using my embroidery needle because that is more safer for me, but sewing needles are probably recommended if you want to go that way. But yeah, the first thing we're going to be doing is finding our seams in our stuffy, and we're just going to make a small hole. I've found one down here, and you can also go up the top. So now we're going to be using our handy dandy scissors and cutting a tiny little hole. So there you can see a tiny hole. And I just made the hole a little bit bigger so we could stuff him and have more access. Now what I am doing is reaching in and pushing the fur or the fluff inside of him to where I want them to be. And then we're going to be stuffing some more. Alright, so we got Peanut pretty much stuffed in his legs and in his tail a bit more and a little bit in his head. So now we're just going to stuff up his body. And this is where you're going to need your fluff. So we're just going to take a full of our fluff. And we're just going to be putting some in here until I feel like he's stuffed enough or until we run out of fluff. So I'll be back when that's finished. This is how much fluff we got left in the tin. And this is how firm Peanut is getting. So let's keep on going. And it all too depends on how much firm you want your stuffed animals. Me, I like them pretty firm. And if I had any beads or anything, I would of course made him weighted. But obviously that's not happening, so he's just gonna be one of your typical average stuffed animals. So yeah, let's keep on going. We are almost done. Just add this last little bit. Alright, so now we're just shaping him to make sure I got the fluff right where I want it before we sew him up. Okay, so I think we got Peanut right where I need him. So now let's go on ahead and prepare a needle and thread. We're going to be using this bag right here. We have our white thread right here. And I'm just going to use my straight embroidery needle. So now we take our thread and let's get our needle ready. Alright, we got our needle and thread ready. Let's get ready to sew Peanut. And I'm actually probably going to do this off camera considering it might take me a little bit. But yeah, I'll be right back when he's finished. And there we go. As you guys can see, Peanut is now sewed back closed. And he feels so much firmer now, like he's not squishy anymore. Like, look at his little paws. And then there is his body. And then here is his back legs back here where we took all that fluff and just fluffed him in different places. And then we sewed up his bottom, well, his top. It probably would have done better if I did it through the bottom, but you can still feel his little bean pouch in here. And yeah, little Peanut is now all better now, and he's my personal Pomeranian. And who knows, maybe I'll even go over with like some little glue or whatever to cover up the stitching just to make it a little bit more blended. But there he is all better. And don't forget to always put away your materials when you're done using them. And that, my friends, is how you stuff your Pomeranian. If you want to stuff them even more, or if you want to make them weighted, or whatever. So now Peanut is very much stuffed. If you want to get this Peanut Pomeranian of your own, I will definitely tag a link below. They do have him listed in the TikTok shop. I bought him off of Amazon, but they do have one here. So yeah, but that's how you do it. So now you can make your own weighted stuffed animals, fluff them up even more. And I mean, if you don't know how to sew, I guess gluing is fine or adhesive is fine. But if you know how to sew and you know how to embroider, this is a perfect thing for you. And now you know how to mend your stuffed animals if they get holes or anything in them, as well as if you want to make them more stuffed, firmer, or even weighted. So yeah, that is all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.